Alright, and we're back for Allies of Justice, Part 3. Yes, I'm maskless. It was hot. As we move into our situation again, we watch as the group finally making their way out of combat, begrudgingly injured, hurt, and all things above. As they move forward, everyone staying silent, looking at the corpse of Kronk. As you come closer, you see all your arrows littered around him.
Did I hurt anyone else?
You could see like a few arrows in Crystal, but she's not really going to answer. She's just looking at Kronk.
Aiko will put his axe down on the ground, just steadying it on the ground, just look at that, say like, this was not your fault, okay? It wasn't.
It's around this time, the indentioned necklace that's like almost skin tight brittles and breaks and falls off of you, Adze, and then drifts and then lands right on Kronk's chest.
I look over to the other body of the man I just killed. Is he dead? Are we sure?
He seems to be laid down. Can't see his face, but his body seems to be postured the same way. His hands brought up to fix his collar as he fell forward dead.
I go over to him, because the way he introduced himself to me, he didn't seem like someone who would go down as easily as that, so I'm going to turn the body over and inspect it.
Much to what you can expect of a dead body, he still seems to be residually warm from just taking a fatal blow, though his eyes seem to be sightless. There doesn't seem to be any movement from his nostrils. No breathing, anything.
I take out a crux dagger and just kind of just poke it into his throat, just making sure he doesn't resist.
Nothing.
Okay. I look over to, I'm assuming, the Stalker Gank brother.
Still listening to his Led Zeppelin concert in his head.
What has happened? Where are we right now?
You can hear quiet sobbing from a tent.
I go over to look in it.
Naomi's just curled up crying, holding
Naomi.
her harp to her chest.
As Naomi, you look out and... yeah, because you hid after Kronk died. So yeah, you just see Adze pull the tent flap open.
I flinch away from him.
I'm not attacking you anymore. Whatever was holding me to do that is gone now.
You're really Adze again?
Yeah, I'm
Look
at
that
it
up.
again.
She'll sniffle and then look past you and then seeing Kronk, she'll just go back to crying softly.
You need to come out of there. We need to go. So he kind of just holds the tent flap open, assuming if he tries to go in, she might flinch again, so...
She'll get up shakily and come out.
As all of that is going on, Aika will go towards the body of the man who attacked them and just look at the golden circles on his vest. Just ask, do any of you recognize this?
I don't... He was talking... when he first came to me, he talked to me... Thomas. Have you guys seen Thomas anywhere?
Can't say I have, no.
This guy apparently might have done the same thing to me as he did to Thomas. At least that's what he implied. I don't know if Thomas is... Well, I mean... I should assume that since he's dead now, Thomas should be back to his senses. It's just a matter of finding him now. I don't know where he is, though. I can't remember much after he took control of me.
Right. Okay. I will try and search the corpse of the man. We haven't done that yet, have we?
No, we haven't.
No.
I just turned him over and made sure that he was dead.
Alright, I'd search to see if he's got anything on him that will be useful in any capacity.
Roll a search.
Yeah. we should
Oh
probably
boy,
have
this
Crystal
is
do
gonna be
that.
fun. He lied.
Yeah. Crystal, do you have a search?
I have a 1 in it.
Well, you'll do better than all of us.
I am rolling for the character, yes.
Good.
If you're rolling as
Good
a
luck.
character-
Oh no, what? There we go.
Good luck getting her to move right now.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Go ahead and describe what you've done, Crystal.
Crystal's just kneeling next to Kronk's body. She's grabbed the yarmulke that has fallen off of his head and just placed it on his chest, just pushing the necklace that was on Nadze to the side. And she's just looking at him really sadly, and if you were to look closely, you could swear that a tear or two was starting to fall from her eyes, and maybe even a silent sob or two. And she looks very, very different from the Crystal you all have grown to know. Very, very different.
Akko, can you carry the body?
Can do. Although, maybe we should put him on a robe? What is it like? Just... Never
Do we
mind.
have access to that?
Never mind. I'll just carry him.
Alright.
He just puts him over his shoulder.
Could you carry this one's body as well as I point to the...
Oh, I ain't giving him a good treatment, that's for sure. He just fucking drags him around from his feet with his other hand.
Yeah, that makes sense. I also pick up the gold necklace that came off of me. Pocket it. I assume we're done here.
You can hear whimpers and cries of pain and dismay coming from the camp, and then this one guy that's still just sitting here, objectively out of his own mind, but it's up to you if you guys feel confident with this.
Of letting this guy be.
Of what you've done so far here.
You know, no one actually really answered my question. Where are we right now?
We were at
Sorry.
training camp for the Gank brothers.
Is that the same place where your sister's supposed to be?
We were going to learn more information about her. See if we could find where she was.
Did you?
We weren't able to get too far.
I look to the guy who's out of his own mind. Wanna take him with us?
I don't know. Do you think we should?
I'm not sure if we even can right now.
Well, we've got the shackles, don't we? Someone has the shackles. Was it gone Kronk?
I think Kronk had them.
Alright, I reach into whatever pocket or bag he has on him and take the shackles out. Whatever it
It's
is.
a fanny pack hidden underneath his leaf.
Of course. Take it out. I clop them on I put the guy's hands behind his back and clop them on him, and then just push him out of the camp.
Immediately when you do that, he snaps out of it.
Hey, shh!
Let me go! As he grits his teeth, looking at you angrily now.
Okay, what's the roll I have to make for a unarmed strike?
It's a hit chance of 70 and a might of 1 if you have unarmed.
I do, because I'm Montawallen. And it's lame, right? I can't crit with it?
You know, you can.
How much?
What do you mean? It doesn't have a crit chance.
Okay, but I can't crit with it. Okay. Alright. I punch him. Not right now.
As you hit him and you connect, and your wrist continues moving as your fist just buckles down. He seems to be made from hardier stuff than just an easy punch can deal with.
Just flick my hand out. Well, I can't do much, but that guy, as I point to the half-orc, can. So you just come with us.
He spits in your face. No, that's about all he can do as he's shackled.
We don't have time for this. Let's just go.
They ran away when they saw this man, right? He can tell us
Yes.
who he is.
Okay, who is he? As I point over to the...
So I just fucking fling the fucking corpse around. Just who is this man, and why were your friends afraid of him?
And how does he know me?
He looks down at the corpse, grimaces at the feat that you apparently are able to do, but his eyes move back up, looking what to him is enemies in a place where he doesn't have much stand, but no love or trust for the people in front of him. I don't gotta tell you shit.
Let's try intimidate.
Yeah. Do you have Intimidate? We could get Connor to do it.
Connor
don't
can't
have
intimidate him because he still has a debuff to this guy.
Oh, we tried
Oh.
intimidating him.
Considering the situation that just happened, it's got to be at least a bit of a bonus here, right?
He has a minus 15 because he's already intimidated this guy twice.
Never mind then.
Do we all have a minus 15 to intimidating him?
No, Connor does.
Oh.
Oh.
Well then,
Let's try. I don't
then
have
I'll
any
try.
points of intimidate because I was under the impression that we were gonna keep the +10 intimidate for orcs, but let's see.
I mean, I can try. I do have points in intimidate, so I can give it a shot.
All right, probably for the
Look.
best of you do then.
Look, we are not in the mood. I'm really sick of this asshole, and I want to know how he knew me, who he is, and why he did this to us and to my friend. Tell me what you know. And I'm gonna roll intimidate. Come here. Fuck.
Meow, 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 meow.
Does he actually make that noise?
No, that was Crystal.
Oh, okay.
For God's sakes, one moment.
Do, 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 do.
He has points. How the fuck? He didn't have points in it.
No, that was the guy. That just was
Oh, the
under
other guy.
Akko's name. As he looks up at you and just roars back in response. As you take a couple of steps back, even though he's locked up and tied, he still has his free will, and he continues to fight against the shackles as much as possible.
Wait, I rolled an intimidate when? What?
No, that just accidentally rolled under your name.
Oh no! Ah, damn it!
Hey, Naomi.
Yeah.
Can you put him in that trance thing again?
I guess I can try.
Just for a little bit while we leave him.
So I think the DC is up by 10 at this point. Alright, so that's... $21 plus 10 plus 10. No, that wouldn't be enough.
Okay. Well, I guess we lost one shackle. Come on, guys. As he just releases his grip of the shackle and just
Are we
walks off.
relieving him?
Wait. I don't see how we can. I don't think I can. I can try to drag the body as I look over to the other body, and Akko can deal with him if he can. But then he also has to hold Kronk.
Why do we need him? She glances over at the mage guy.
You know what? Give me a
Sure.
moment. I'll send these guys a message with him. So, clearly the bandits are not gonna listen to words. So what Aika does is just grab the guy, take him back to the camp, and well, what's the best way to put it?
Well, first,
As is
let's
way with
describe the scene. As you grab the guy and we walk further into the camp, you see the scene of these guys trying to tend to their friends that got caught on what looks like an explosion, but no soot, no gunpowder. This just seems like an explosion of magic. As they turn and see you moving towards them, they're, well, as far as you're concerned, leader, shackled, trying to fight against you, but not much available to him. As they look at you, eyes wide, dropping all their arms and putting their hands up in the air.
You have 10 seconds to tell me who the man that we just killed was, or I will make sure that this friend of yours here never sees the light of day again.
They look at you and look at themselves and then look back at you. Good. Kill him. Please.
Well, that's
I'll do
unexpected, I say as I look down at the guy. What did you do to these men?
You traitors! We didn't want to be here. We were forced here. He stole us. I want to go back to my family. Like they all start to go up in a chorus. As this guy's just like resisting it. Like, you dirty pigs! Backstabbing! No good! And
Right, as he says that, I decide, well, you've outlived your usefulness, and I just crack his neck.
Oh my gosh.
roll a
It's
strength
not
check.
like he can do much.
He still has a body. So, roll a strength.
Oh, at worst, I'll just mildly inconvenience him. Hold on. Strength, where are you? Strength 12, here we go. Let's roll that. Very quickly. Wait, where did strength go on this freaking macros? Just get all confused and shit.
You just roll your strength plus a...
D10 plus your strength.
How's that? Just enough. Wow,
Oh
that's
my
impressive.
God.
As you try to break his neck, and he resists against it with all his might. Even though he's shackled, he's still a burly, strong, battle-torn fellow. Like, he's not just going down that easy.
Well,
As he tries to, like, bite your hands in the process, but
I can see how you captured so many people.
as you're doing this, and he resists this, it's like, you'll die. I'll find every single last one of you. And as he says that, you hear a as you watch, as he looks with horror, as you look front of you, as a stream of blood seems to come from a freshly made arrow, as his head turns to look towards his men. One of them, with wide eyes and panic in his face, and he's just breathing heavily as he draws another arrow and fires again. As the one next to him takes suit, and as you're
But
holding them,
towards... Oh, towards the man or towards me?
the man,
They just dismantle the guy.
as he takes that
Awesome.
first arrow and kind of drops to a knee, as he takes another, as it flings him back, and he's kind of just sitting back some, as you'd like let him go and walk away. As he looks up, fucking cow, and before he even finishes, they all let forth a volley of arrows, pincushing him until he just sticks there for a moment and then slouches over 20 arrows sticking out of his side.
Jesus.
Why do I just imagine the death of that guy in Akira, like at the beginning, where he just gets like shot into like pulp, but with arrows.
Jesus. Oh, Eiko will just look at them and be like, go wherever you please. I don't care anymore. Just turns around and leaves.
As they all look amongst themselves, They tend to their wounded, not saying much of any other words, as slowly but surely they prepare themselves to leave as you move back to the rest of the group.
Well, I don't believe we'll have to worry about the camp anymore.
What happened?
What they said about those men being against their will was right, but I think their brainwashing was less than efficient, let's put it that way. They rebelled against them, and well, I don't think he's gonna have much to worry about anymore, or ever, really.
But I thought we came here for Crystal's sister.
Just that they don't know anything.
They were scared. If they have somebody with them that they want to free, they would have freed them already. We can go.
They
You
don't
can
know
go in and
anything.
check if you like, but I think we're gonna have to wait until the camp is clear before we can do it properly. It looks like they were going to leave tonight as soon as they can.
So you're saying this was all for nothing?
Well, not for nothing. We cleared out a bandit camp, and those people were here against their will. We helped a lot of people by getting this guy killed. I'm not sure if they'll necessarily see it that way, but still.
We should probably come back later. When they're gone. We need to take care of Kronk's body.
Just tell me what you need. I'll carry him.
We should go back to Tide. Back to Elp.
Alright. Without saying much more, he'd just once again carry the two and just leave with the rest.
Crystal's just gonna walk behind him, and she looks just a lot worse than she ever has before. Tears are starting to build up in her eyes now.
Keeping conscious of everything that's gone down, Connor would take the key, go back to the corpse, take the manacles,
Good idea.
look at him dead on the ground scornfully, and as he turns and walks to follow the rest of the group. Meanwhile, the travel back to Elp is a long, hard, and silent one as you revel in everything that's happened. The sun has gone down at this point as you're traveling through the forest in the dark. No one has any moments of speaking up as you carry the body of Kronk and the unknown mage, though your silence seems to speak volumes for everyone's emotions. Eventually, unprovoked, you make your way back to Elp. The sound of the waves crashing against the sand and the scent of merriment and joy happening on the bridge, or the port, seems to be more of an insult as you get here. Even though this is a place you've been familiar with, the fanfare seems to just be a kick right into the stomach as you start to get into the vicinity of the town. Before breaking off, one of you taking a look for Tide? Is that the first
Yeah.
person you're looking for?
Mm-hmm.
That sounds about right.
Is that what everybody agrees to look for Tide first?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just walking around with a dead body.
So, as you search out for Tide, you check the most reasonable area to find him as you look out towards the sea, and sure enough, on his surfboard, guiding the waves, you see Tide Wavecrasher doing what he does best, keeping the port town of Elp safe from the incursions of the deep dark blue.
Tide.
He turns his head, his light blue hair just waiting in the water before he leans up. And though it's a good distance, you can see on his face that he recognizes everything that's wrong from the distance. As he stands up and, almost in the process, a wave stands with him and rolls him towards the shore. Before he gets to around foot length where he jumps off the board and just runs onto shore. What's happened? I'd say you're...
We'll worry about that later. Kronk, he's dead. Is there any way to bring him back?
The dead are dead. I only have limited things that I can do with my connection, and bringing back the dead is beyond me. I don't know anyone that is able to even do such a feat.
God damn it.
Do you know anything about this man? As I point to the corpse.
He looks at him with sympathy as well, as it looks like he doesn't seem to gather your plight with the individual. It's like, I tell him I'm sorry. Was he someone important to you as well?
The other man?
He's talking about the guy with the black hair, the one that we killed.
The mage.
He is responsible for what happened to an extent. And carrying him around to see if we can recognize, or if we can see if anybody around here knows anything about him. He had some questionable magic.
Magic.
Yes, of the dark type. He had
Not many
apparently
people
taken.
hear that.
He had
Practicing.
apparently taken control of the mind of Adsay and another person.
Gosh.
Has his grave been desecrated?
As whose grave? What grave?
Joshua.
He was buried in the sea. What do you mean?
Well, apparently, my friend saw his face in the in a beast that we were fighting, and once the control of myself was broken from this man, so seemed to the beast, because then it ran off into the woods.
He called himself something Mantamore, I think it was. It looked like some sort of dog creature. Like it was enveloping him almost.
This is beyond my knowledge. This flirts with things that I suppose would be more connected with the Talons, but that's not what I practice. I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, we need to lay Croc to rest. I don't know how he would have wanted to be buried. Never asked him that.
I think he might have wanted to be buried at the gub hole.
Probably. I do think I know what he would have wanted, though. Us to check with Road whether this one has a bounty on him, as I point to the guy with black hair.
That might be a good idea.
What did you people do to this man exactly?
I didn't hear any of what he was saying, correct, Ash? With the red hair and everything like that, I was out of it.
You missed everything in the fight, besides
Right.
once you came out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wanako says that. Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, I don't have much of an idea of what he wanted. He talked to me before he took control of my mind, something about us slighting him in some way. I do remember what he looked like, though. His black cloak, he looks like a bird of prey. I don't know if that gives us anything, but I do remember with the Crags, they were not Crags, Crocs. Kronk would have killed me if I said that. The Crocs, they were going to sell Tony's daughter to some people from Black Hawk or something like that. I don't know if that's what this man was about. I don't know anything about this group. I don't know if this man's from it.
I'm sorry again. This... I think you guys need to stop here. I know that you mean to do well, but these are 2 deaths within the less of a span of a month. There's plenty of people that need to work here. Maybe you could be mercenaries, help build ships, get a trade. It hurts me seeing people die, especially if there's nothing that I can do about it.
Somebody's got to do it.
Kronk wouldn't have wanted us to quit.
Besides the fact, we saw the bandit camp. It's not a small operation these people are running. Nobody goes and does anything against them. They're just gonna overrun the place. That's not gonna help anyone either.
But it doesn't need to be you. You're young. There's so much more that you could do with your life instead of throwing it away.
Oh, can it?
Watch your tone!
My friend here
Marco,
died,
please.
so I'll use whatever tone I goddamn please.
Okay.
Please, don't
Okay.
fight.
Yeah, this is... I'm hurting as much as I'm pretty sure many of you are. Kronk knew what he was doing. Both he and I founded this company because we wanted to do some good. That's what he wanted to do. And I'm gonna follow through with that. I'm gonna be sure to follow through with that. It's my choice to make. It's our choice to make, Tide. We know you mean well. We know that you don't like seeing people die. I realize that. But clearly, this place, these people, they need our help. If people like this one, as I point to the mage, are around, being able to just control people and have them do their whim, attack friends, you need people like us in order to deal with that. I don't see anyone else really going out of this town to do all of those things. The only person I saw out of here was Tony and Gank Brothers. Tony's gone, and the Gank Brothers are the Gank Brothers. They're the problem. So far, I haven't seen anyone else deal with any of this. You've got the sea to deal with. Let us deal with the land.
After what he said, his blatant anger and sorrow planted over his face, looking down at the body of Kronk. He closes his eyes and sighs. Do as you must.
I'm sure we all make sacrifices. I'm sure you do too. I mean, you're not the first protector of Elp, right? Should have been number before you. They probably gave their lives protecting this place. Let us do our part.
Fine. But don't expect me to be happy about it. And if you continue to come with me with more of your dead, I won't stand idly by to watch you throw your lives away for nothing.
What do you mean for nothing? It's for Elp.
It looks like he's about to continue before closing his mouth. I can make the preparations for Kronk if you need it.
Yeah, I think we should probably be there for this one. We weren't there for Yashua's. Had a lot on our plate, but I think we should be here for this. It's gonna be.
He nods, and as the time passes, he gives you the directions to an area that's a little bit north of Elp. That will be the grounds for the burial. That you can bring him when you're ready, as he leaves you guys to go and set that up.
Right. Well, just so we're not carrying around 2 dead corpses, we should probably just go to Road right now and see if this one's worth anything.
Yep.
Alright.
Guys, I don't want to throw a wrench in the works, but right now I actually need to leave for the time being.
Leave where?
No, I mean, like, out of character, I need to
okay.
leave.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, sorry about that.
As you
But,
guys
you know, just
agree
utilize
to
Echo as you need
hold
to
on.
carry people around.
So as you guys get ready to move the bodies where they need to be, the scene moves out, following your guys' footsteps, going up your legs, and then resting on the still dead face of Kronk as it bounces lightly against Akko's shoulder. His Kronk-colored beard fading in the wind as it fades to black. And that's where we're going to end it this week.
I feel so bad we weren't able to keep to say them.
So, thank you guys for watching. It has been Allies of Justice Week 14. Remember, you can follow me at Nightxgamer at YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch for the continuation of this story. And we stream it live on Twitch every Friday at 10:35 a.m. CST. So, you can catch us then to see this live, to see who dies next. Or not.
Don't say that! It's like him biting the next death.
But, thank you again for watching. We're heading out, so see you guys next time. Happy Halloween.
Oh god, this episode was so sad. Oh,
Well, you had to
heart-wrenching.
you just had to do that, didn't you? You just had to. It had to happen.